like sliding carriage. And we're just going to find our lower abdominals by drawing that tailbone under, shoulders back and down, relaxing through the shoulders. We're going to start to press our heels into that carriage bed. I want you to push it out, find a little hold, and then releasing it in nice and slowly. So we're pressing out as far as we can, and then we're coming back about 50%, so halfway in, out as far as we can, in about halfway. Now, if your knees are bending and you're struggling to really push the carriage out, maybe you should drop that yellow spring and you need to go with just the one spring. There's no point in having that extra resistance if you can't keep this really nice alignment with the legs being straight, the quads being on, the tailbone drawing under, so making sure we're not arching through that back. So nice and tall here, just finding those presses. Remember that you control that resistance, so don't let that resistance control you. So especially as you're releasing the carriage back in, you're putting the brakes on and you're holding that tension right in the glutes. We'll go for about 5 more. 4, 3. Let's press the carriage out as far as we can, and we're just going to hold it nice and stable here. Lower abdominals in, arms float up. Let's see if we can take the bum back, shoulders forward, finding this nice little hinge at the hips, and then lifting back up again. Let's do that again. Try to keep the carriage nice and stable. Float the arms up, find your hinge, folding forward, and coming back up. So you should see if you can find that little stretch through the hamstrings. See if we can hold it here. Send that right arm towards your left toes, back into center, and then the left arm towards your right toes. Back into center, and up we go. Good. Holding here. Now we're going to find those little pulses through the heels. So lifting up through the toes, pulsing through the heel for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and slowly releasing that carriage back in. Let's find our squats. So press the carriage out a little bit, so it's just off the stopper, bum back, shoulders forward, finding a nice squat here, light through the toes and pressing up through the heels. Inhale as we lower, and then exhale as we're pressing up, finding that nice stable carriage, no movement through the reformer bed. So you're controlling, not compensating, not relying on one leg more than the other. If you're finding that the carriage is moving a lot, that's probably what you're doing. Good. Inhale as you lower, and exhale as you're pressing up. Remember, when we're in our squat, we don't want a big arch through the back, so just gently tucking that tailbone under, seeing if you can hold that tailbone tucked with your belly pulling up in towards you as you find your squat. Good. Let's lower into our squat, and we're going to hold our squat. Now my right leg is connected to this foot bar, and I'm going to keep it connected as I push out through my left leg. So finding those little movements, keeping that right leg glued. So my weight is going over my right knee, hip and shoulder, all in one line. Butt's not moving, bum's not bouncing up and down. My whole body's not moving towards that left-hand side. I'm keeping everything quite stable on this right side. Good. Starting to find that breath as it starts to get a little bit more challenging. Inhaling in, exhaling out. We'll go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Send the left leg long and see if we can hold it. Keep pushing that left leg out. Keep sitting down nice and low for 10. Pulsing it up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and coming back up. Oh, that really got there in the end. Let's go really nice and slowly. Bring our hands onto our foot bar with our feet on the sliding carriage. Here I want you to try and extend your legs and then flatten through your spine. So I'm not really rounded, I'm really nice and flat through the back. I'm pulling my belly up off my thighs, and I'm just going to bend my elbows and start to pull my upper body down towards the ground. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, folding. Inhale, coming up, And exhale, folding. Good. From here, I'm going to activate, so I'm going to press the palms of my hands into my foot bar, thinking strong through my spine. Don't move your body as you lift your heels and lower your heels. So as you're watching the video, you should be able to tell that pretty much just my heels are lifting. My body isn't going forwards and backwards, and that carriage isn't slamming either. So I'm finding really nice slow movements. I'm pressing my palms into the foot bar, so I'm activating through my lats and staying really nice and strong through my upper body. Not rolling out through my ankles, finding that breath. We've got 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lifting those heels, bending into our knees, seeing if we can come up into a balance pose here. So just floating those arms up, balancing with our heels lifted. We've got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and pressing up all the way. Lovely work. Okay, let's change our springs for a little bit of planking work. So, spring choices here. If you are a larger body like myself, you probably will prefer to have a blue spring on. If you're a lighter body, you probably would prefer to have a yellow spring on. So see how you go. I'm going to go with the blue spring, so I have that extra support. So what we're going to do is we're going to find that same position with our feet on the carriage, our hands on the foot bar. Let's lift up through the heels, press that carriage bed out, so we're finding our really nice long plank position. Let's make sure the shoulders are coming over the wrist. Big belly breath, knees bend in, and press out. So we're going into our knee tucks now. So moving through those hips. Breathing in through the nose and out of the mouth. Making sure the bum isn't moving up and down. So I'm not doing this wrong. Bum stays stable. Knees bend in underneath the hips. Backs nice and flat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Hips go up. Head comes down. Find a little rest here. Good. From here, I'm going to bring my right foot into the middle of the reformer bed and take my left heel back up against the shoulder rests. I'm going to bend my knees as much as I can and then push the carriage out. From here, extend the left leg, bend the left leg. Extend the left leg, bend the left leg. Keep your heels nice and lifted. Extend and bend. Stabilize. For 10, 9, struggling a lot. You need the blue spring on there. 7, 6, 5, 4. Bring the carriage in. Left foot into the middle. Right heel up high. Lifting both of the heels. Sitting into a squat. And extend the right leg. Bend the right knee. Extend the right leg. Bend the right knee. Control your heel. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Bring the carriage in. Legs about hip distance apart. Folding into your forward fold once again. Big belly breath. In and out. Lovely. Let's take our feet nice and wide. So about hip distance into like a little V. So our sumo squat. And see if we can sit our hips down, down, down. Keeping the heels on the ground here. So a nice little stretch for the inner thighs while we change our springs. So we're going to go back to our original springs. So this is either a red spring or a red and a yellow spring. So coming back up, I'll talk you through this one. So nice and tall here, tailbone drawing under, neck and shoulders relaxed. We're going to press that carriage away, find a little hold, releasing it in halfway. Pressing it out, hold, releasing it in halfway. So start to feel that tension in the glutes once again. Relaxing through the neck, making sure that tailbone is staying drawn under. Good. Let's take the carriage out, find a little hold, so no movement through the carriage bed. Let the arms float up, shoulders stay relaxed here. We're going to inhale as we exhale, bum goes back, head, neck and shoulders come forward, flat back hinge while we keep that carriage as still as possible. You should feel that stretch through the back of the legs and then coming back up again. Let's do that again. Big, nice little fold forward, keep the legs nice and straight. Find that stretch through the back of the legs. My back is flat. And then this time we're going to fold forward. We're going to hold the carriage nice and still. Right arm's going to move towards the left toes. Left arm goes up high, back into center. Left arm goes towards the right toes. Right arm goes up high, back into center, and then slowly coming up to standing. Finishing off that with a little pulse through the heels. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and bringing the carriage back in. Let's find our squats. Make sure your left leg is connected to your full bar. Press the carriage out just slightly. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you press. So remember, we want to do our squats here and find really minimal movement through the carriage bed. Inhale and exhale. Stability and control. Inhale and exhale. We've got 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You're going to find that lower and you're going to hold it. Work through that right leg. So keeping the left leg connected to that foot bar. Keeping all your weight going through this left hand side. Body is in concrete, right leg is moving. Big belly breath, open through the collarbones, so don't round through the shoulders. For 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Extend the right leg long, lower down into your hold here. Let's pulse it out. For 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and coming up nice and tall. Beautiful work, guys. All right, let's step down nice and slowly. We'll start with our sideline glutes. So we will go with the blue spring. So blue is a nice little in-between level. So one glute spring. We're going to come into our sideline position. So my left ear is going to come onto my yoga block. My bum is all the way towards the back edge of the carriage. And I'm going to be lying in my sideline position. I'm going to find this strap and I'm going to bring it around my right foot. Good. And our starting position will be both of our knees over the top of each other. And they essentially should be looking the same. So there's a little gap in between my knees. My left leg and my right leg looks the same because I'm in that tabletop position. I'm going to push my right heel to the middle of the foot bar and then sweep it back towards the back edge and then bend it back into that exactly the same position. Good. So we exhale, push towards the middle, sweep it back towards the back edge and then bending it back into that exactly the same position. We're finding control, not rushing through any of these movements, ensuring that we're really recruiting all the little essential muscles that's going to help give us that strength through our joints. Inhale as we bring the knee in with control. Exhale as we press it out, sweep it back. Inhale, drawing it in, finding that breath, creating movement with our breath. Good. We've got 10 more seconds here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 5, hold in your tabletop position. Let's find external rotation. So if you have that laser beam coming out of your kneecap, you want that laser beam to point right up towards the ceiling and coming out of the toes, right up towards the ceiling. Bend that knee in for me as much as you can towards your shoulder, and then press the heel towards the middle of the foot bar. Bending it in, making sure we're staying lifted through the side body here, and then exhale, pressing the heel towards the middle of the foot bar. Inhale, exhale, good. Inhale, and exhale. We've got 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Finding our tabletop position again. So snap back if you need it. From here, we're going to extend the legs straight and then sweep the heel back. Bend the knee in, extend the legs straight and sweep the heel back. This is our final 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Sweep the heel back, point the heel up towards the ceiling, and we're pulsing. My leg is in line with my body, so you shouldn't be able to see your foot here. In line with the body for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Let's get rid of that strap. I'm going to put my block on the ground, and I'm going to just change my springs over. So I'm just going to do some legs and straps. So for legs and straps, we need a red and a blue spring. If you are a really light body, you would probably go with a red and yellow spring. But for a bigger body like myself, I'm going to go with a red and a blue spring. Just a little bit of adductor work here. So finding both the straps behind your shoulders, we're going to keep the carriage out and we're going to bring our feet into that big loop and extend those legs up high. Moving the shoulders away from the shoulder rests. Arms are by your side. We're just going to start with some double leg lowers. Press the feet down to about the height of the foot bar and then release the feet up, draw the toes towards the shins. Flex and point. Good. Point and flex. So what we're trying to find here is a neutral spine. So we won't try and lift up, so there's a little gap underneath the lumbar spine as we're moving through the legs. So we're not imprinting through the lower back. Point and flex. Good. And flex. Got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Let's hold here. Let's work into external rotation. Sweep the heels around. Coming back up towards the ceiling. External rotation. Sweep the heels around. Good. Inhale. Exhale with your sweep. Inhale. Exhale with your sweep. Beautiful. More. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Let's change the direction. Out we come, in we go. Pressing down. External rotation, up and around. Down, external, back together. Lovely. Exhale, inhale. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Let's take that right strap off of our right foot, bring our right foot onto the foot bar, and then just extend that left leg up towards the ceiling for a nice little stretch here. You can pop the right strap back into your pegs because we won't need that one. And then just trying to take that left leg over towards the right hand side. Bring your hand onto the strap just so you can kind of give it a little bit of extra assistance. The more we bend into this right knee, the more it's going to pull, the more it's going to stretch, but making sure we're trying to keep that leg nice and straight. Hold it for 5, 4, 3. And just changing over, sending that left foot towards the foot bar, the right leg into that strap. I'm going straight over the top of over the side of my body, because I know that through the side here is always a lot tighter than just up towards the ceiling. And everything, with these little videos, I'm going to just make it really nice, short, sharp and punchy, just so you can do it and do 20 minutes and just have that little endorphin boost and just feel better in your body without having to invest too much time. Maybe means you can do 2 videos a day. Lovely. Holding it 5, 4, 3, and releasing that strap back. Beautiful. Alright, so we're going to go back to our blue sprint for our other side. So just going to grab the yoga block once again. Placing that in between our shoulder rests. One blue spring on. So as you can see, I'm sitting back towards the back edge of my carriage, and then I'm bringing my knees up and finding my side line position. Bringing my foot, my top foot into the big loop, and I'm finding that tabletop position. I'm trying to lift my side body, so my waist is coming up off the carriage, thinking strong through my upper body, pressing the heel in towards the middle of the foot bar, and then sweeping it back in line with the body. Inhale as I bend in, and then exhale as you extend and sweep back. Good. Inhale as you bend in, and exhale as you extend and sweep back. Good. Finding that nice, slow, controlled movements. This is parallel. Ensuring that you're controlling the knee in, so it's not coming in all the way and you're losing control of the leg. Pulling the belly in, lifting the side body. We've got 5 more. 4, 3. Coming back into